Def.
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 Def. Def.
Bye.
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 Death by Daylight.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Death by Daylight. This is episode 26. We are very happy to be streaming with you on our new favorite day. It seems like Wednesday. We got a packed show for you today, and by packed, I mean there's only 3 of us here right now, but we will get one more at least coming in, maybe more than one, but we're going to go ahead and get started and try to get you as much content as we can. Last time we didn't think we were going to go that long. We ended up going a long time. We're also going to try to get a second episode in this week, although we don't know how likely that is. But if we don't, we'll try to even triple down next week. I don't want to make any promises because we've been bad at keeping those lately, but we will do our best. Possibly even Sunday night. Here we go. Let's go ahead and get familiar. Let's settle down. Let's slink into our chairs, get nice and cozy. It's a cold world out there, folks, and we're glad that you're keeping warm with the Death by Daylight boys. Ernie, how are you?
A little toasty right now, Josh. Not gonna lie.
Little toasty. Love it. That's what we want. Cozy, toasty. Let's fucking get it. Juan, how are you?
I am fucking great. I am eating pizza rolls right now, so
Delicious.
I'm planning on getting toasty with some wine. So.
Ooh, some fucking bougie wine. I have
Fancy
actually.
motherfucker.
I still have that wine from the pistachio farm, but I haven't cracked it open. Maybe I'll take it with me back the other way. And what are we drinking tonight? Well, okay, I'll start off, actually. I'm drinking my signature cocktail, the Brass Monkey, which I'm very excited about. I will be plenty lit by the end of this as well, because I have Deep Eddy's Ruby Red Grapefruit Vodka, who is destined to be our sponsor at some point. What are you drinking, Ernie?
I am drinking a Chihuahua Cerveza and Buffalo Trace.
Ole! Yeah, so Buffalo Trace, pretty good goddamn whiskey. Not super expensive. I just tried the beer that you're mentioning, and it was very good. Little malty for me personally, but it is Mexican beer. What about you, Juan? Oh, you said you're gonna open up some wine here in a little bit.
Yes, some pink Moscato.
Pink
And
Moscato.
I might have some tequila right now, so we'll see how
Damn.
that goes.
I love it. I love to see it. You want to be a part of it. Good for you. And like we said, we will have one more joining us at some point. I don't know where the fuck he is or what he's doing, but we have been assured that he will show up at some point, and that is Jesus. So
Yeah,
maybe
I
we'll
don't know.
actually get some discussion in.
I don't know if everyone listening saw our recent post on Instagram. I mean, I think he's still getting bailed out. That's why he's running a little bit late. So
If you don't know what you're talking about, if you don't know what we're talking about, you need to go ahead and get yourself to @Death by Daylight on Instagram and Twitter. Give us a follow. Hit us up on Facebook. We're working on some other stuff. I don't know if the Snapchat's ever going to happen because I'm in charge of it and I don't use Snapchat. So, but we will see what goes on there, and we will never be on TikTok. I vow to you that, listeners. Jesus, that one was fucking early, that microphone disconnect. So to get into the nitty gritty of things, we are talking about, we're opening October here, folks. We are opening spooky season. We're getting Like I said, we're getting settled in. The sun's going down sooner. The temperature's dropping. We're getting fucking nice in there with some spooky vibes and some spooky feels. We're gonna tease some stuff that we're gonna be covering throughout the month, but we would like some mystery there. I can tell you this, and I mean, it's super obvious, but it's also something to really look forward to. We will be covering the Halloween series. Well, not the series, but we will be covering Halloween 1 and 2. Maybe we've talked about going Halloween 1 through 3 and then covering the other movies. We'll see how that goes. Usually,
So I think
it doesn't go that well.
We'll probably do like more in depth on like the first two, and then throw
That's
in
what I
like
think also.
some discussion on the little like the
The
cheesy
leading
ones and
ones.
shit. And then we'll have another episode where we talk about the remakes and those. So it should be
Yeah,
pretty dope.
I think so too. We tried to do Scream all in, kind of one shot, and it was just I feel like we didn't do it as much justice as we could have. So I think we've discussed it, but I think that's where we're gonna go, is to do 1 and 2, and then take it from there.
Daddy Myers has to
but
have
that's-
2 good episodes, I guess.
Yeah, and we need hopefully some good Dead by Daylight content there as well. You have some time to run the killer, and so it should be good. We hope to see you guys for that. We don't want to say exactly when, although you could probably guess. We've also got some really great Halloween stuff. We've got serial killer stuff. We've got fucking all sorts of really cool, scary stuff. And as the month goes on and we get closer and closer to Halloween, it'll hopefully be good. But we're going to open with a fucking banger here, folks. Trick or Treat. This is a movie that was made in 2007, but actually did not get a video release until 2009. And it was Penis?
Someone was
Was that
yelling.
Ale?
God damn it, Ale. Sorry.
Hi, Ale. Good. Get some early penis in there. Yeah, so Trick or Treat 2007. Michael Dougherty, who also directed one of my favorite... I'm not going to say it's one of my favorite movies. What I am going to say is that every year at Christmas time, I watch this movie, and I fucking love it. It's one of my favorite days of the year, and that is Krampus. So look forward to that in December, but in the meantime, we've got Trick or Treat, which is a movie he made before Krampus. He was also involved in some of the X-Men movies, which I'm not a fan of all of them, certainly, but this is a great movie, okay? And it never got a theatrical release, which is fucking bonkers to me.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Now you fucking know.
Huh.
It's baffling that they didn't get a theatrical release, because this is a movie that really, honestly, like, it wouldn't have made... I'm not saying that it would have been a fucking blockbuster. What I am saying is that they would have made their money back and then some, and it has a cult following,
Yeah.
which is why they feel good about it now, because it's not free on Amazon. You have to rent it. I imagine it's getting rented all over the place during this month. I would have happily rented it. Juan was gracious enough to rent it for us, but I would have happily done it because it really is worth a watch. And it's a great movie to sit around the living room and watch with your friends in a safe way, of course, this year. But next year, when we can all have like human contact and stuff again, you get real, like I've been saying, I don't know why I'm on the cozy trip today, but you throw a blanket on, you hang out with your friends in the living room, and you watch Trick or Treat. It's just fantastic. It's a really great movie for that. And to get you in the Halloween spirit. I think Ale, who just yelled penis on our broadcast, mentioned that it's the movie that she watches to get her into the Halloween spirit. And I totally understand that, because it was really great.
Oh, you had never seen it, huh?
No, I had never seen it. And there is supposed to be a Trick or Treat 2.
Sorry, there was a little
But
feedback
it's-
there. Everyone that was listening, the cable moved a little bit. Sorry about that.
There was supposed to be a Trick or Treat 2, but it hasn't happened yet. So there you go.
There should be, for sure.
Yeah, there absolutely should be. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the drinking game and the Dead by Daylight part of this whole thing, and hopefully by the end of that, or maybe in the middle or something, we'll get Jesus. If not, we'll keep trucking through. But Ernie's gonna go ahead and talk to you about his Survivor and his build, and if there's any updates, which I doubt there are. It's been like 5 days, so you've got the floor.
So there was a leak that I think in December there's gonna be a new killer that's gonna be original, not licensed. So there's gonna be that. The only like new stuff coming is I think on the next patch there's gonna be more maps that are like re-edited, like the ones where we saw where it looks even more badass, like the graphics are updated and stuff. Other than that, really nothing too much. There hasn't been any new skins. I know they're doing on Twitter. If you go to the Dead by Daylight Twitter, there's a like Halloween costume contest. So whoever wins will likely get their skin on whichever character wins. But really nothing too crazy so far. I'm pretty sure like as the month goes on, since it's a horror game, they're gonna release more stuff, but nothing too wild.
Yeah, it has to be like a big month for Death by Daylight as well. Like, I mean, this is, I imagine they get more players or guys that don't. Maybe if you have the game and you've been gone for a couple months, you're like, fuck yeah, now's the time where I need to get back in this shit.
Yeah.
That's true. That is also the anniversary of when I started playing this. Like, I came in during the October season, and there was a lot of. I remember there being a lot of like Halloween like items and stuff like that they threw in the game. Damn, it's been a year.
And so we're gonna look forward to maybe some surprise drops. Dead by Daylight's gonna be dropping some stuff. We're gonna be dropping some stuff, some surprises for you. So stay tuned for all of that exciting stuff. And why don't you tell us about your Survivor and the build that you're running for Survivor?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Don't mind.
Oh, go for it, Juan. You
Oh,
go first.
sorry. No, go for it. My bad. I actually totally realized that you didn't actually go into the characters. So go ahead.
So I'm running Bang Main, you know, love Asian boys. Just kidding. But I'm gonna run Bond so that way I can see like the other players when they're like 36 meters away from me. I'm also gonna run Head On, so if I jump in a locker for 3 seconds, I can rush out to stun the killer quick and quiet, so that way I can jump in the locker and not make noise. And then Decisive Strike, so if the killer decides to tunnel me right after I get unhooked and pick me up, I can stun them and try to get away again. Nothing too crazy. Taking a med kit with the little extra charges and a styptic, which if I use it, it depletes the med kit, but if the killer hits me, I'll have a deep wound instead of getting hit, so nothing too crazy. I just like knowing where the other players are. That's why I use Bond, because you can actually see if they're running around like from the killer and stuff. So it's pretty cool.
Does she have a fucking mask on?
Yeah, she's COVID. She's COVID
friendly. I'm not COVID friendly. COVID
friendly.
COVID friendly.
And mine's COVID friendly right now.
COVID prepared.
Yeah, there you go. That's the word.
Are you playing with one?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You want to tell us about your build one?
So I'm playing
and go ahead
with.
Go ahead and get in the match ring.
Yeah, we're ready now. We're just waiting for it to like.
Oh, for sure. It takes longer. Yeah.
I'm playing with Kate Denson. So the build I have with her right now is Left Behind, which is actually normally towards the end when the hatch becomes available. I'm actually able to see it from a distance. That way I can go and try to escape in case there's no exits to go out of. Well, time at least for those exits. I have a DS, which is Decisive Strike, which is basically if I've been hooked once and the killer drops me again and he tries to pick me up, I have a chance at stabbing the killer. That way I can try to make one more escape.
Nice.
Oh, it actually already started going into the next part. I also have what's the name of this one? Because this one is basically you can heal yourself. Let me just get you the actual name. Self-care. So that one, like if I've been injured, I can automatically heal myself without using any healing items. And then I have Sprint Burst, which allows me to make a quick, like few second fast run That one works every once in a while. Every once in a while, I'm taking a key with me.
Look at this. The real quick, like one's the only one that's not a bunny.
Oh, shit.
I'm hotter than all y'all still.
Yeah, you ain't got no bunny ears.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I look like a slut. There we go. And so, yeah, so I'm taking a key. Normally, like the key, it's basically for the hatch in case, in case all these guys die and let's say the killer closes it or I find it before it actually opens up, I can go ahead and make an escape.
Right.
Reason I'm bringing it is because lately I've been having a lot of matches where
oh no.
people are getting pissed. So like, let's say they get hooked, they'll disconnect, and then it makes it really hard for everybody to try and get the generators done at that point, because now you're down to like maybe 2 people, and then like there's like 3 or 4 generators left, and it just becomes a pain in the ass. So I figured I'll take the key just
I'm just gonna call
in
it
case
right
it comes
now.
down to that.
We're gonna either face the pig from Saw or Michael Myers. Because
Oh, so
the
we're
killer brought a map offering to go to Hawkins, so we might be fucked.
Is there, so in Smite, there's a system where if you quit the game, if you vote to surrender, if you get reported, if anything negative, they match you based on that stuff. So if you're like even if you're not a great player, but you're honest, like you never quit games, you don't vote to surrender, you don't fucking talk shit and get reported, like all that stuff, like you get favorable matches. They have a system for that. It's like karma, but they call it something else.
MMR.
They don't. Dead by Daylight doesn't have that.
So that's MMR.
I don't-
So it's like a matchmaking thing. They kind of started
Oh.
something like that recently, but they took it off because it just wasn't very good. Like there were streamers with like 9K hours going up against someone with like 9 hours, so the MMR was just not good. So yeah, they're trying to bring it back, but as of right now, there's not something like that.
Yeah, and then they recently started doing the whole cross-play thing, so I'm
It's
pretty
a
sure
pig.
right now it's like this big old mess.
Called it. It's a piggy.
Piggy. So what Ernie means by piggy is basically it's what's her name? It's that girl
Amanda.
from Saw. Amanda, yes. So she's wearing that pig costume, the one that she uses to kidnap people.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's cool.
And
I
then the
can
map
book
we're
her
in.
soon. Ah, fuck! I got out of the fucking locker too early. Damn it.
The map we're in is actually the Hawkins lab from Stranger Things.
She
Yeah,
got me.
I've seen you guys on this map before. I'm not a huge fan, if I'm being honest. But
She got me pretty good. I came out of the locker too early. Like a dumbass.
That chick is crazy. For anybody listening, basically what she does, if you're not familiar with the game, so she can do this thing where she puts the bear trap on your head, and you have so much time to find a little place to basically try and remove it. And that little area where you go and remove it, it has Billy the doll from Saw.
Nice.
And if you don't get it right, if it's not the right little place to go, it'll do that little laugh.
She's-
And if you run out of time, then it basically kills you, and the killer doesn't have to hook you or do any of that stuff.
She's
Oh,
a very
shit.
she's a very bottom tier killer though, because everything she does takes too long to do. You can gen rush against her pretty easily. So like, yeah, like she in like theory sounds cool, but she's not that cool. So, as
yeah,
you-
so for everybody listening, just so that we can get this out of the way, we haven't done a drinking games Survivor in a while, and even if we did, I'd say the rules every week. But if these guys fix a generator, that's a drink. If they rescue someone from a hook, that's a drink. And then
Actually,
the
I
shot,
already fixed one, so
fix two.
boom, we'll take a drink. And then the shot is, so depending on how many of our boys survive. So max, we're taking 2 shots if they both get out, but we'll see how that goes.
So like you can
Do
see right
either of
now-
you guys play this killer?
No, she's just not very good, man.
Yeah.
The only thing that's like good about her is like she can make you waste time, like how I am right now. Instead of like working on generators, I'm trying to get this damn mask off before I die. That's why, like in theory, she sounds like she'd be really good, but she's not.
Even if it's not good, it sounds fun as fuck. Like it sounds fucking cool that she's like very Saw oriented. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh fuck. She's gonna come for me.
She's chasing me right now.
Oh shit. Thanks a lot.
Oh crap.
I was like, she's chasing me, and I just see one running towards me. So like you see how
Oh,
like I've gone
got
through a
me.
bunch of these and I still haven't took the helmet off. And if,
Yeah.
if you look on the bottom left, I have a little timer right there. If it reaches the end, I'm just dead. Like if I don't get this one, I have to run to that last one.
Oh shit.
There we go.
Damn. No, yeah, I get the time wasting thing. I wish I knew more about the game. I don't, right? But it sounds like I would play this game
Yeah.
because of the mechanics. Like, I really
mean,
like shit like that.
And she put
To be
another thing on my
fair,
fucking head.
For me, she's fucked me up a bunch of times.
Right.
Because she does this little stealth thing where, you know how like when the killer's nearby, you hear the heartbeat?
Right.
She has this thing where she can, and Michael Myers can do it, and I believe so can Ghostface, where she can kind of crouch and you don't hear the heartbeat, and then she'll just sneak up on you. She does this little thing where she just like lunges herself at you,
Yeah.
and that has fucked me up so many times.
That's pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah, I think if somebody knows how to use her, then she's probably fun, but I can see what her name means.
She's fucking me up.
Well,
right
I
now,
think-
I'm talking shit.
I think too, it's like, I mean, again, and I don't mean to compare it to Smite all the time, but it's really the only like team-oriented game that I play like that. Is that like there's gods that do cool things. I can even compare it to like Magic the Gathering, where it's like, oh, that's pretty nerdy. But yeah, I mean, we might as well find out now. Like, there's in Smite, there's gods that do really cool shit, and they are a lot of fun to play. They're just not that effective. And it's the same thing in MTG. It's like, man, this engine sounds really fucking sick, and like I'm really excited to play it. And then you put it against a deck that's like not as much fun. But ultimately, it's like, man, they fucked me up. Like I'm dead in the water, even though what they're doing doesn't sound that cool. Like ultimately, it's just more effective. And so like what she's doing with the Saw mechanics and all that is fucking sick. But if she's not getting the kills, she's not getting the kills. I mean, there's no way around that.
Is that you who she just knocked out, Ernie?
No, I'm still trying to get some
Oh.
fucking traps off of me.
Yeah, same. I've gone through 2 of them. Like, he's gonna go to waste.
Give me your finger. Let me hit you.
Actually, if one of them dies, and then we're down to the last generator, the hatch appears, right?
Yeah.
Meaning we can make an early escape. And cheat.
So I'm gonna go for you.
I'm touch and go.
Oh, you're on the floor?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going for this save, and then I'll go for it.
Yeah, that thing may try to save me, so...
Make your choice, really. Come inside this room, and there's a locker, and I'm right in it.
I
Okay.
see.
Oh, they got you?
Yeah. Oh, I've already done that one. Ah, shit, she got me. Damn. And I'm hooked.
So this pig actually knows what she's doing, because She's slowed
Yeah,
us down a
apparently
lot.
she knows what the fuck she's doing, because
She's fucking us up.
there's a lot of wrecking going on.
There's 3 people with timers right now. in
Yeah, dude,
danger.
that seems unreal, that mechanic.
Hold on, real quick one.
Cause she knows where, like, she knows where the stations are to fucking take them off. I don't know, it sounds fucking cool to me.
It's like, that's what I'm saying. Like in theory, like it's really cool, but when you try to play it, you don't know like how to run it right.
Yeah.
It's fucking, it's a pain in the ass.
Tedious.
It's also the map. She actually has I'm pretty sure she has it. It's called Amanda's Letter. It's an add-on that you can add with her, where if she's crouching or you don't have a tear radius, then she can see where you're at. So that's why she picked this map.
Okay. And when the killer picks the map, you guys have to take it, or you guys voted?
She put an offering to try to get a better chance at it. So she has to be running
okay.
Amanda's Letter, and that's why she's fucking us up too, because that's fucking, like, she can see where we're at through walls and shit. We can't see her.
That's fucked up. That
Yeah.
sounds like an unreal advantage.
Like she's, yeah. That's why this match is going so shitty.
And even then, we're not
We're not doing too
completely
bad. But
fucked.
that one's that sucks.
I've done 2 generators so far, and I can't find the 3rd. Oh fuck! I found her.
Do the generators move?
No. I mean, between matches, like different matches, yes. But like in
Yeah, that's what I mean.
yeah. So
I think I'm dead.
that one's done. Gotta be one.
Please tell me I lost her.
You're good.
Oh shit! There's...
Now that we're all like unhooked, everyone has their like masks off. I don't think she has any more of the helmets in her inventory. So
Okay, nice.
if we can rush,
Oh, she can run out. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, you can run out. Then like
That definitely makes it like worse for sure.
yeah, and she used them all because she did me twice. She got like the
Yeah,
other
she
people
did.
each too. So
She only got me once, but find the hatch.
I just gotta keep looking around like to make sure I don't fucking she doesn't catch me. That's stupid. So she's on that person. See how they're running like her? That's who she's on.
Yeah.
They're coming towards me. I was almost done with that kill too.
With Unbreakable, the hatch won't come out until the gates are open, right? Or something like that.
You mean Left Behind?
I mean, Left Behind, my bad, yes.
Hold on.
Like you
I'm sorry,
can't
I'm
see
running.
it, or
It's because, yeah, I have that perk that'll allow me to see where the hatch is. But I
okay.
believe it needs to actually be active. Like, I'm pretty sure it's already available for us. It's just closed, but since I have a key, we can actually escape.
Did you just use that perk where you get to pop out of the locker and stun?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
How long is it stun for? Do you know?
5 seconds. She's following me still. Oh, fuck yes.
Oh, nice.
In these gates, boys. Fuck it. she on that other person?
He's after me. Oh no. Oh no, I hear the door opening too.
She got me.
Was that you opening the door?
Yeah. So I'm dead.
Fuck.
Go open the door. She can pick me up. Just go open it. Just go open it and get out.
Damn.
Go, 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 go.
No, no.
Get out.
Bitch, you should have gone
Oh,
when he
nice.
told you to go.
I did. I made it.
Sacrifice.
You're gonna get through the hatch?
No, he got out
No,
through
I
the
actually
exit.
got out to
Jay.
the exit. So I
Oh,
get to
nice.
keep my key.
I sacrificed my stuff for you.
The
So-
other person.
So Juan made it out. Did anyone else? Did the other guy make it out? Or the other two guys?
Yeah, one of the guys no.
She is about to make it out.
The other person is getting out now.
Cool.
So overall, not a bad match. Juan.
Yeah, I mean 2K.
Juan barely got more points than me, and I died. So I had a pretty good match myself.
You had a good match.
So like if
And
Juan
it was a level 4.
if Juan had died, he would have got like 16k. But since he escaped, he got the extra 5. So like overall, it was a pretty good match. Like overall, like
Just trying to rub it in that, hey, I was actually better. But
a little bit. But the killer did good. Like everyone did good.
it was a level 4 and probably could have been a PC player too, which is actually a huge advantage.
It
Yeah,
was- it was a
that's
PC
tough
player.
on crossplay, man. That's the another Smite comparison I can make is PC players do have a noticeable advantage over console players for sure. All right, so let's go ahead and pay the piper here. We got to take a shot for Juan's victory,
Yeah.
which I'm more than happy to do, of course. You gonna take that tequila there, Juan? What you got for? You gonna be taking that tequila there, bud?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
10-4, 10-4. I'm gonna be shooting vodka. Ernie has that whiskey. We are going to wait for him while he fixes an issue really quickly. And again, excited to bring you all sorts of really cool stuff in October. We've teased Halloween. We're doing trick or treat. We've also got some haunted house stuff for you. We've got some just really October centric stuff, and then I mean all winter we're going to be doing stuff we really like. Not that we haven't liked what we've done so far, but there's just been some planning going on that has made us all more excited to do the show, and we're gonna try to get back on a more normal schedule. But again, I think that we love the live stream, we love the hangouts. We've just been getting, as we've had a hard time getting more regular broadcasts because of COVID kind of rescinding, although lately it looks like we're going to go back the other way. But other people have gone back to work. The guys and girls that had been hanging out with us, it's hard. It's hard. So we're going to try to get people to listen to our episodes that we've already, that we've recorded already, even if you haven't hung out. So a lot of our content is going to be made that way, where we're just trying to make the best show possible, regardless if people are showing up or not, and try to get the views live, of course, but also try to push our views and stuff for afterwards, and really get people to listen. And so our content's going to be going that way. We're really excited about the things that we're going to bring you, and again, we're going to get them out in October. We have 8 shows planned in October. We are going to do 8 shows, whether they're all 2 this week, 2 and then evenly distributed, we don't fucking know, but it should be, it will all get taken care of. So that's how that goes. And now we're gonna go ahead and get into trick or treat.
Did we take the shots already?
Oh no, we have not. Good call there, buddy. So these are our first shots this evening. Juan's taking tequila.
Cheers.
Ernie's got whiskey. I've got vodka. And so, cheers, boys. Cheers to spooky season here, boys.
Cheers.
Ah, delicious.
There's the taste.
Have we gotten any word on our lost member here?
I'll be right there. Is what the word is.
All right. Well,
He's still getting bailed out.
there. Yeah, he's did some dog fucking and now he's gotta pay the piper as well in a different way, and he is a piper there, believe me. So Trick or Treat, spoke a little bit about it earlier. We had some basics. I mean, very basic. Director, again, Krampus, love it. The year that came out, the fact that it never got a theatrical release, which is bonkers to us. But now we're going to get into a little bit of the feel of the movie. Again, we're going to try to not give you a synopsis. We're going to describe some things, obviously. But this movie actually helps with that because it is not linear. Juan brought up a very good comparison, not in quality, but in kind of the way that it's done. And it's Pulp Fiction. It's you get vignettes and snippets of different. You're following around different characters, and they all kind of intertwine in one way or another. But you have to be paying attention.
It's a good choice.
And it's very well done. So there are rules. We're really gonna follow this episode by the rules. So there's the main.
The rules are
maybe not
the. For sure.
Yeah. So the main character is. It's not the main character, but he's a very prominent character, and his name is Sam.
Sam Haig.
He was the character on. Well, if you saw our flyer, he's the little guy on there. He's adorable until
So
he's not.
he's a little sack boy, essentially. That's what it is. Like,
Yeah, I
back
mean-
in the old days where they tried to make costumes out of anything, he's just like a little dude with a jumpsuit and a sack over his head.
It's literally a little kid playing them too.
Yeah.
So that's what makes it creepier.
So there's also a short that I actually watched for the first time today.
Oh shit! Eric's
That has
in the chat, y'all.
Eric. What's up, dog?
Um,
Good to see you, homie. Well, not see you, but good to talk to you. So we got a little Sam here. He's got a little sack on his head, and he's kind of spooky, and he's really like he propels the story. Every time that there's a story going on, you see him. There's a little cartoon. Go look it up.
Season's greetings.
Yeah, it's called Season's Greetings, and you'll recognize him immediately. And it talks about, or it doesn't talk about anything, but it's actually really fun to watch. And so here we have the rules of Sam. So Sam is going to punish you if you don't follow any of these rules. The first one
listen
is...
up, y'all, 'cause he's gonna fuck y'all up. Eric says he's a
gonna
little
fucking...
little lollipop sack fool.
That is a perfect description of young Samuel. And so the...
Do you see that?
Well, la-ti-da.
Did you finally get bailed out there, buddy?
Just
Oh
in.
my god, bro. You think the cops would give you, like, they would laugh about the situation, but apparently sticking your dick in a pit bull is a very serious offense. Oh my
Yes.
god. And then
It
these motherfuckers didn't want to give me back my shoelaces, my $20. I wasn't gonna kill myself, you know? It was a joke.
It was a joke that you fucked the dog.
While you're getting arrested, you're like, I'm gonna kill myself, little motherfucker.
I was like, it was a joke, alright? The dog was in on it.
Hey, so why don't you take a fucking punishment drink for us there, bud? Because I'm gonna fine you for 50 minutes worth of fucking missing the episode.
Alright. What have I missed so far? What did we talk about?
You
Well,
fucking a
luckily-
dog.
We just got into the
We're at
topic.
the very beginning of the movie, but
Oh.
I was fucking struggling through the game without your fucking every 2 minutes making a dad joke.
Just so y'all know, don't go fuck pit bulls, or else you're barely gonna get home.
Unless
some
it's the
people.
rapper. If it's the rapper, then that's another story.
Oh my god.
I thought it was the rapper. I was like, I told the pitbull, I'm like, Dale, right? And yeah, I guess not.
Oh.
Yeah, Pitbull the rapper wants you to fuck him.
Here's a
Yeah,
shot
he-
right here.
He's all
Cheers,
about
boys.
Cheers.
Sorry about that.
that. Cheers, buddy. Glad you're here.
Anyways, as we were talking about,
So
rules
the
of
first
Sam.
rule, Sam's first rule of Halloween is always hand out candy to trick or treaters. So Juan, why don't you tell us how he punishes for that rule in the movie?
What that part? Sorry, I'm just trying to recall at which part that was. At I believe that was.
Juan, you gotta go 110% right now. Okay,
Can you hear me?
Death by Daylight and Juan is 110%, like Pitbull says.
110%.
Because if you have Bud Light, it's 100%. If you have Bud Light and Pitbull, it's 110%.
That's a
And
quote
if you a
from
cholo, you got cranberry juice.
that's a quote from 420 Doggo Face, you know, straight from the mouth.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was that scene when that.
It's the old man. It's the old man, Juan.
Yes, the old man. But you know what else? I was actually. I'm gonna go a little bit more into depth there.
Hey, Michelle, what's up?
And
Sorry,
correct
go
me if I'm wrong or not. You know when those kids go to that one house and they end up seeing like their coach or somebody like that in the party? Do they give? Does a lady give them candy or not?
Yeah,
does.
she does, because she's like,
She was trying to
They-
give him a blowjob too.
and
you know?
she's like, I just saw Coach Steve fucking something in the ass.
The reason why I say that is because at some point, you know, and it's a little bit of a spoiler here, but the whole werewolf scene, there's actually a hot dog like costume on the floor somewhere. So I know that person obviously was killed. So that's why I was trying to remember if in that
the
part
hot
they
dog
got
guy
the
was
candy.
the Coach Steve or whatever.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know.
That's-
So that's a
Coach Steve
perfect
makes taking
thing
the
to
wall.
bring up on.
Give us
Mate,
your best,
Coach
Coach
Steve.
Steve. Yeah.
Coach Steve likes to make dick in the wall. go down to the diaper badge.
Marty didn't like that if you
yeah,
can hear barking.
I do a pretty good Coach Steve. Nick Kroll, fucking reach out, baby. Let's do
If
some
you're
stuff.
listening,
Yeah, dude, straight up, Nick Kroll, you and me, we could do some stuff. Yeah. So that's a perfect thing to bring up on. You have to be paying attention. Some things are super obvious, like the couple that we're gonna bring up eventually is in a scene and it's super obvious, but you have to be paying attention. There's a lot of stuff that you will not notice, like that. Like I did not notice that the hot dog costume guy dies, and he comes up early in the movie. We were talking about him. I had no idea. Juan obviously did know, so that's a huge part of the movie, and it's a lot of fun to be a part of that, because even as I was paying attention to the first time, I was noticing a lot of stuff. You know, just you know, the way that people are talking, the things that show up inside the movie from different scenes that connect to other things, and it's really cool. So the scene that I wanted to talk about is the although you know that was great for bringing that up, but the old man is the one that does not give him candy, and he doesn't give anyone candy. He's obviously not in the spirit, and Sam decides to take it upon himself to punish him for not giving him candy. It's a good old-fashioned torture porn scene. Glass in hands, and he cuts his Achilles, and very Chucky-esque, wouldn't you say, Juan?
Oh man,
Yeah.
the fucking
Did-
when
yeah,
he
that's
slices
exactly
Achilles
what
with
it's
a log.
like.
Oh, that shit's fucked.
I don't know if we brought this up
I
just because I'm 50 minutes late, but
We're barely starting.
the little boy in the beginning scene where he's like peeping on the girls trying on their clothes, he's actually Sam, the kid, the character who plays that. I guess fun fact.
oh
for you.
shit!
Well, not.
Oh,
like,
shit.
Actually,
I remember
but
that
he's the
scene, and
actor.
I actually, yeah.
He's the actor, not the actual Sam.
No, yeah, that's what
yeah.
he means.
Yeah, yeah. Because it was like an actual little kid, not the sack
I was
lollipop baby.
I was really hoping for a small person.
Dude,
But
I love how he unwraps the chocolate bar and there's a fucking blade in it.
Yeah, he's got a little fucking shiv inside inside the chocolate bar, which is pretty fucking cool. And it's, I mean, so Chucky, I mean, very like similar shit. You've got the stab from under the bed on the Achilles.
Fucking loses his fucking hand and it's still fucking able to. He has limbs still working, kind of like how Chucky in the original, like they cut his head off and his body's still going.
He gets shot with a shotgun, a double barrel shotgun, what has to be a fucking 12 gauge. Gets shot in the face, and he's able to fucking keep torturing this old man.
And in the chest.
So that's just like,
Who's
what's the other rules?
Well, I'll get there, but the actor who plays that old mains is the guy who plays King Agamemnon in Troy. So like a very prominent actor that's in this film and does a great job. So let's move on to the second rule, and that rule is always wear a costume. So this is the one where I had a hard time. I don't remember exactly where that comes into play. Like, who gets punished for not wearing a costume? I don't remember that.
The old man.
The old man. I
Yeah.
thought he was the no trick or treat, or the not giving out candy.
He also gets punished for not wearing a costume. If you remember
Oh.
when he's, you know how Sam like attacks him, and then he's about to
Yeah,
kill him, and then he actually stabs the chocolate, and then he finds the chocolate, and it's like, all right, cool, I'll let you go.
Right.
And then later he's giving out candy to the little kids. That's why the little kids are like, because he's all bandaged and stuff from getting fucked up. They're like, oh, I like your mummy costume, sir.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't. I mean, I guess that works. That's good enough. But I guess it doesn't
Yeah, 'cause-
really give us a launching off point for a scene.
'cause that's,
It
that
reminds
is,
me.
nobody
It
else
reminds me
was
of a
right.
sad story.
Please go
When-
on.
Because they say that's a funny that's a nice mummy costume. Obviously, he was not trying to be a fucking mummy. When I was like maybe like 8 years old, I wanted to be a vampire, and my parents didn't give me the teeth, so I had the whole setup but without the teeth. So everyone's like, "What are you, a dead kid?" And I'm like, "I'm a vampire," and they were just like, "No, you're not. Where's your teeth?" And I'm like, I don't have teeth." And they're like, "So you're not a fucking vampire, kid. Get your little 8-year-old ass out of here. You're a dead kid."
Those kids sound terrible. They sound very mean.
It
Little
wasn't kids.
assholes.
It was adults.
Oh, that's worse almost.
That is fucked.
Fucking- they're like, look at this fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Suck, but you ain't no vampire.
Ooh, I was gonna say a word that I shouldn't have said, and the reason I was gonna say it is because it's in this movie. And we're gonna go ahead and
Oh,
we're gonna
don't say
go
it.
to that next.
Anyway, bottom story. This one man who lived down the street was like, "If you're a real vampire, suck me right now." And I was like, "All right."
Oh no.
You just said all right, and you did it.
I was like, "I'll show you, old man." And he had this really veiny neck that I could remember. And
He just asked you to close your eyes and bite
yeah,
it.
yeah, he was like, "Just bite it on, suck on it." I was like, "All right, I'll show you how much of a vampire I am."
Why do I have to keep my closed eyes, mister?
Yeah,
My eyes closed,
basically.
sorry.
Jeez.
I'm glad
He's-
you're back, Aziz.
Yeah.
So we have a rule coming up here that is always respect the dead, and that is going to take us into my favorite part of the movie, actually, but not because of what I'm about to say. It's my favorite part of the movie for lots of other reasons. But at some point, they're walking to this girl's house. There's clearly a plan afoot. It's like She's All That, or like there's the popular kid is like gonna go pretend like he likes the outcast girl and then prank her. It's very clear from the very beginning that that's going on, but they call her And again, we're quoting a movie. Don't get mad at us. They call her Rhonda the retard. They're like, hey, is that Rhonda the retard? And the reason I'm laughing is because this movie was made not that long ago, and you could never get away with that today. But yeah, they're like, hey, it's Rhonda the retard, and then she comes out. She's actually not even mentally challenged. She's what's called, well, they used to call it an idiot savant. Now they just call it a savant. She's actually incredibly smart. She's just autistic, and is a little bit quirky because of that. And it goes on to, this is the coolest part of the movie. Do you want to tell us the bus driver story, Jesus?
Yeah. So I'm a little drunk,
I can
guys.
tell it if you want to. I can
No.
tell it.
Okay, so wait, who's gonna tell it? Am I gonna tell it? Cause I'll tell
You
it.
should tell it if you remember. Yes.
All right. So, you know, you got the magic school bus, right? And
Oh my god.
she loaded up all. Okay, there was a guy. He loaded up the entire bus with all the kids who the town considered either they were special or they just were outcasts of the town,
Ill behaved.
ill-behaved, and they paid the bus driver to kill these kids. It was pretty that he was gonna kill these kids, so he was gonna drive them to. And that was the part that was he just gonna drive them off the cliff, or was he planning on poisoning them?
There was poison in the candy. I think
They were
is
they were chained into the seats basically, and he just happened to drive, you know, into the edge of whatever that little area is, and he was handing them candy, which I'm gonna assume that he was basically trying to poison them, and most likely he was probably gonna dispose of them there.
And
But
it said that was also done like with a lot of purpose. Like he was going to get paid for it by these parents.
Yeah, they
So
offered
this
him
whole-
Go ahead.
This whole thing is fucking crazy already. Like the parents of these disabled children or these misbehaved children, a mix of whatever it is, the short bus kids, they were gonna pay this man, this bus driver, to kill all of their children because they didn't want to deal with it anymore. And this wouldn't have been that long before the movie happened. So 2007, we're talking maybe the 1980s that these kids are being fucking murdered just for being special needs.
So how much do you think they charged the bus driver charged for these?
I think they say at some point, but I
think
imagine
they
it's
only
like $1
mention-
million or something.
And so how
How
much?
much? Let's go ahead and do this math. Let's go ahead and do it this way. How much would they have to pay you to murder a whole short bus full of children?
I'm trying to figure out how much I owe in student debt, but how much that is?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll do it in an instant. School districts, if you're listening,
That's fucking terrible.
Next week. First this week because of a fucking pit bull sex, and now
Yeah, dude, you're gonna
you
have
ain't
a
getting out
fucking-
next time, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna
What?
have a hell of a fucking record.
well,
deal with.
I'd rather have that record than just fucking student loans. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about that. You would rather have a record that says you fucked a dog and that you killed a bunch of special needs children than have some debt?
When you put it like that, 100% yes.
Alright, I guess that's fine. It wasn't a
You
good
couldn't
question.
pay me. I would not fucking do that.
You wouldn't do
that's
it,
the
Juan?
correct answer.
No, fuck no.
Oh my god! All right, obviously you haven't lived life a little bit.
Yeah, that's his problem, is that he needs to get out there a little rather than he needs to fucking not murder a short bus worth full of special needs children.
How much, Juan, for you to fuck those kids and then murder them?
Jesus Christ.
Let's fucking move the fuck on.
Oh my! Oh,
Anyway,
that's
so,
where we draw the line. Okay.
So one of them,
Usually fucking kids is where everyone draws the line, just so you know, just so that you're aware.
is that where the line's drawn?
Yeah, like almost 90% of lines are like, Look, once you start, the only people that don't draw the line at fucking kids are legitimate pedophiles. Those are the only people that are like, look, man, sometimes you gotta fuck a kid every once in a while. You know what I mean?
God damn.
Like you gotta just get it out of your system.
You know, sometimes they mature for their age. You know.
No, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Go ahead, Juan. Tell them. We haven't even gotten into the scene.
So basically, what happens is one of them actually ends up freeing himself while this guy is, serving up the candy to these kids, and then I'm hearing screaming in the back. I'm sorry, and so yeah, that kid ends up going to the front of the bus. He gets in the driver's seat, and he just hits the gas, and they go off that little cliff, and they just sink into the, what is it, a lake, and
Yeah, it's a
they
lake.
all drown, they all die, and
It's a
the bus
quarry.
driver ends up being the only survivor, which we were actually talking about, like, how the fuck did he get out of that? But he does.
Yeah,
So that's basically the backstory of those kids.
Well, so here's another problem, and granted, again, they're special needs, so and they're under a lot of duress and all that. But instead of just attacking the bus driver or like starting to free his fellow classmates, this guy just decides he's like, I'm gonna get this whole bus the fuck out of here. Like,
Hell yeah.
I'm just gonna
It's
fucking
the
drive,
gas.
baby. I'm just
Haven't
gonna
you ever
fucking drive.
played what is it, Crazy Taxi? That's what he's gonna do,
I
baby.
have. Sometimes you gotta drive the bus, baby.
Sometimes you just gotta drive the
but,
bus.
the whole them being special needs is obviously the reason why that kid didn't even know probably what he was doing. He just
Well,
fucking hit the
so
gas.
He put that shit in shift. Like, he knew what he was doing. He
Yeah,
fucking he shift geared that bitch. He's just
Did
like,
he
yo,
just
I'm gonna
say-
drive this bitch.
Did he say he put that shit in shift?
That is what he said. We're gonna move past it. He shifted into gear.
Yeah, that's
I've-
exactly what I said.
I've driven a bus before because I was gonna buy a bus to live in it, and it's not easy to shift into gear. So that's a great point. But moving on in the scene, eventually these kids that are pranking poor Rhonda, they do
Rhonda
prank her.
who?
I'm not gonna say it again.
Rhonda? Rhonda Sykes?
That's Wanda Sykes.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
So they successfully prank her. They scare the shit out of her. She falls off like a little ledge and knocks herself out. It's fucking hard to watch, honestly, because it's just bullying and it's shitty and it's you feel really bad for her. And then it turns out that after the prank is over, the fucking ghosts or zombies or some mix of both of these children come out and attack all the kids that are bullying her. She eventually gets to an elevator shaft and is able to lift herself up while she locks all of them. It's very satisfying because you feel so bad for her and you hate these kids, and then they get eaten by these zombie children, and it's great. It was my favorite part of the movie. I thought that the lore behind it was great, and then a little spoiler alert. Actually, I'm not going to give the spoiler until the very, very end of the episode because
I'll tell it. I'm just kidding.
With that going to the rule about not messing with the dead, that because at some point she goes up and then when she's walking you see that little dude Sam like acknowledge her, and they just kind of,
that's what
you know.
I brought that up at the when we started talking about this. I was like, that brings us to
Was
this.
it?
rule.
Oh, my bad,
Respect
my
the
bad.
dead. Yeah. That's
tequila,
what it is.
whatever.
Gotta
No,
put
no,
some
it's
respect
all
on
good.
their name, you know what I'm saying?
There's another
Yeah,
rule
yeah,
in there
you gotta-
too.
Let me look. Don't tell me.
See if
The
you can
rule
guess
is we do not talk about Halloween
It's
on
Fight
Halloween
Club's.
night.
Stupid motherfucker. It's Fight Club.
That's the same
Uh,
thing. That's where they
Oh,
got.
that-
Where
I
do you
know
think
what
they
you're
got
talking
their
about,
rules
Ernie.
from?
Never
I
hurt
know what
the
it is.
innocent. Never hurt
Yes.
the innocent.
So that goes both ways
Whoa.
with, the kids and, well,
Right,
Rhonda,
right.
you know?
And there's another rule in there too,
What other rule?
if I'm right.
Go
Isn't
on.
there a rule about the pumpkins?
Oh, yeah,
don't
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
them.
Well, technically,
Because-
yeah. Because she
Because
Both
I know,
they're
like-
stealing. they steal a bunch of jack-o'-lanterns.
Well, that's not what he.
And they don't they like
He's referring to where Rhonda tells keep the jack o' lantern lit. It'll protect you. But then they blow him out to trick her. That's what you're referring to, right?
Yeah.
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 It's lit.
And I think they just toss him into the fucking lake.
Well, so they break all sorts of fucking rules here,
Yeah.
these kids, and they pay for it.
That's
They pay for
actually a really good, like, I didn't even think of that one, because when you see her, like, ascending from that little elevator, she has the jack-o'-lantern lit, and then she sees Sam and just keeps walking. She's safe, because she has it. Good catch. Juan's been catching a lot of good shit.
Dude, he was very into this movie. Like, he...
It was weird because he was sucking my dick the whole time. So.
I'll tell you another little
Wait.
fun thing that, and I had to actually go back and check, but those kids, and we'll get to that part, but those kids can be seen, the zombie kids, they can be seen at the beginning of the movie in the background.
Oh,
Yep.
shit.
So-
that actually sounds fucking sick.
Jesus brought up something. He said...
Juan sucking my dick?
Yeah, he said you were sucking his whole dick, but Juan told me the entire time you were with the dog.
Yeah. Dale.
What?
Makes
No,
sense. Makes
he's
sense
making
as to
it-
why you were late.
He's making a Jesus fucking a dog joke.
The worst
No,
part
Juan-
is, we watched that at Juan's house, so it was Juan's dog. So,
Oh, no. I was not gonna like to hear that shit.
Oh shit! Good thing she doesn't listen sometimes, or a lot of the times.
She probably never listens. But yeah, we
Call
were watching at Juan's house. He was very into it. He gave me a piece of pie, Oreo cheesecake pie. He was having to take care of the chillins. He was having to get olive blankets, but he was still very engaged with the movie. So I'm not surprised by his finesse there. But let's go.
On top
let's
of the
go
fact
ahead
I
and
had
move on.
seen it,
Well, I think you were one of the only ones other than Ali that had seen it, because I hadn't and Jesus hadn't.
oh, this is true. This is true.
So we're gonna get into the other rules here for Halloween. Let's go to the first scene of the movie, and let's talk about never take down your decorations.
oh, I thought we were
Before
talking about that
November
porno
1st.
scene.
There a porno scene?
Yeah, remember he's like, I'm gonna put the video on.
Yeah, that's the scene.
Yeah. Let's talk about fucking
Oh my god.
pornos. Am I right?
So at the very beginning of the movie, you see like this couple, and they're coming home from a Halloween party, and the guy's like, "Let's fuck," and I'm gonna put on a porno and we can fuck. And the girl's like, "Look, guy, you're drunk. I'm drunk. I'm sick of these decorations. Like, what the fuck, dude?
I'm
Like,
a fucking robot. Why was
Have
she
you-
a robot?
have you ever experienced someone taking down their decorations the night of anything? Like Christmas lights, as soon as fucking Santa shows up, you take all your shit down, or fucking like...
Nah, my
Like
Christmas
Halloween,
lights are
like-
still up.
Dude,
I-
same.
What the
I
hell?
literally have a string of Christmas lights in my room because I just like how they look, but... Is that early? Sorry.
No, you're good. And I can't think of one holiday. I'm trying to think of like one holiday where like right afterwards I'm like, all right, cool, let's take this shit down.
No, I would never, because after most holidays... First of all, most holidays, I've had a little bit to drink, and I'm in no mood to take down decorations, but also, like why? Honestly, it gave me anxiety. Like, why the fuck? Just enjoy the fact that it's Halloween until morning. Like why do you want to shut down
She
Halloween
just-
right now?
She just didn't want to fuck. Like, I really think she was just like,
She said why.
I'd rather take these these decorations down than fuck.
What did she say?
She said why. She was like, my mom's coming over in the morning and she sees all this, she's gonna get mad. Like assuming like her mom's probably like very Christian and doesn't support Halloween, which is why she's
I actually
so,
did miss that part.
yeah,
Well, the
which is why
mom's
she's
gonna
so
come
negative
over
about
to
it.
a death.
Yeah, now she's gonna come over to the body parts of her daughter. So
In the front
I
yard.
guess
But I mean-
that's the way that fucking goes.
That brings up like another debate about like Christians hating fucking good holidays.
Well, I think Christmas is a good holiday, and they fucking love Christmas.
Dude, I fucking
It literally
love
has the word.
Christmas.
Hashtag
You literally
Hanukkah for
what?
life, homie.
I like Hanukkah too. My Jewish brethren, the Festival of Lights. I'm
Dude,
all
we should
about it.
celebrate Kwanzaa this year.
Let's not get into that. I mean, dude, I'd be down. I don't give a fuck. I celebrate Festivus, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Christmas. Fucking December is just so depressing that I need all of those things in my life. And I need lights, and I need fucking butter beer and fucking hot toddies and shit. Like I really do like lean into all that stuff because I can't stand the sun goes down at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon and it's fucked. But yeah. So the beginning scene, fucking, we've gone over that. Sam does not, our little lollipop sack boy, does not take kindly to this broad taking down all of her decorations before November 1st. It's not even midnight, and even then, I think the rule is probably till the morning, not as soon as it turns November 1st. So she's gonna get cut up a little bit. She's gonna get, he's gonna attack her, he's gonna take her head off, he's gonna cut her limbs off, and then he's going to place them all over the yard. And the husband wakes up from just being drunk, but the porno's on, like the porno's really like blaring and shit, which just wakes him up.
It's a pretty long porno, am I right?
I don't know how quick it happens. I don't know how long he falls asleep because it's still like nighttime and there's still trick or treaters going on when he goes out there and he's like finding bodies and shit, and so that's where you get the don't take your decorations down. And so there's some stuff that doesn't go with the rules, or like maybe Juan, our rule master, will tell us what's happening here, as far as what rules they were breaking. But we need to talk about the super hot werewolves.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Which one was
So-
your favorite? Just throw that out there right away.
The black
I
one.
think for that part, I don't think rules will
Yet?
be involved at all.
That's my point.
Well-
Except I can come up with one, but not really.
I got one. Well, let's talk about it and then we'll talk about, see which row we think it was, I guess. But the one that I think was the hottest was the one in that pink frilly dress. Ooh, girl.
The Mexican and or Filipino looking one.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Rhonda.
That's a child.
Oh. Well, then I'm gonna still pick Rhonda.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. You're gonna hear us bad.
We're gonna
Oh,
have
like
to have
Red
a
Riding
fucking
Hood.
meeting. Yeah, so Rogue from the X-Men
Anna
movies
Paquin.
plays. Yeah, she plays.
I'll
Little
take
Red
whichever
Riding Hood.
one that says yes.
That's
It's
what
She's
an
also in True Blood.
Well,
She
I like.
fucks vampires in that one.
Anyways.
Nice.
So
I
what
was
happens
gonna
with
say,
these
I re-
werewolves?
I really like that the entire time that, you know, they're they keep talking about a Halloween party, and they keep talking about how, you know, Rogue or Little Red Riding Hood, I don't know what her name is in the movie, I forgot. How she's like a virgin. They keep mentioning a virgin, and they keep talking about how they're gonna like they're talking to guys, so it makes you really imply that you're thinking about sex, but in reality, they're talking about she's never killed someone before.
She's
and I
never
thought that-
eaten a guy.
Yeah,
It's
eaten
time.
someone. And I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, I thought that they played that really well. I mean, the whole like, oh, I'm gonna set her up, and then, you know, it's like this really ridiculous looking dude dressed as a baby. But then you find out her sister's actually being nice because it's obviously like more to eat. We also get the principal connected into here, and we're gonna take a brief break in the episode to take a little drink. And then we'll get into this principal's episode and the end of the werewolf episode, as well as the end of the movie, or wrap up the movie, because we've already talked about the end of the movie, but we'll wrap up the movie and we'll call it on this episode. But for right now, just a little break. You escaped, Journey? That's what I saw?
Technically, the killer quit, so I guess that would be considered an escape, right?
Well, I'll take a shot for it either way.
Yeah, we
Same.
were kind of fucking with him. And
All right, cheers, boys. Eric, if you're still out there, bud, thanks for joining us. I miss you, and it's good to hear from you. I'm glad you're out there doing your thing. Um, hopefully you're still at Trap and Crab. I know you were liking it there, so Trap and Crab, if you're listening,
look it up. Just kidding.
look it up, babies. All right, cheers, boys. To here is to virgins.
Yeah, that works. Over 18.
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
What? There's virgins over 18 now?
not many, I imagine.
Look, if you're a virgin and you're over 18 and you're listening right now,
No.
No, you're stopping right there.
what? Oh, you guys are no fun.
Well, you just got
We are-
fucking
we
caught
are fun.
fucking a dog. We have to censor you somehow.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I mean,
It was
they're gonna,
one time.
They're gonna
that you
fucking
got
call
caught.
your PO and shit.
One time that you got caught.
I know.
Eric says he's got some herb lit. Fucking amen, brother. Fucking doing a little bit of that myself, my friend.
Ramirez, give me this, Ramirez. Eric, I will be sending you a funny mail.
Un jamón chingón.
Bueno.
Todos son deliciosos. So fucking yeah. What the fuck were we talking? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah,
So
take a break.
We're talking
talk-
about virgins.
the principal here, we're gonna get a little twofer, and we're gonna go quickly because this was not that fun of an episode or a part of the movie. But there's a kid, the kid from Bad Santa, the fat kid from Bad Santa.
You think he's a virgin?
Yeah, he was like 12 in the movie.
Alright, fair enough.
He shows up at his principal's house because, I mean, trick or treat or whatever, and the principal's like, here, have this candy, and he gives him candy, and he starts to talk about some weird fucked up shit like death and all this other shit. The kid starts choking, he starts vomiting, and the principal's like, always check your candy, and then he fucking kills him. Well, the kid's already dying from the candy, but he puts him in a fucking grave, and then you meet the neighbor, the King Agamemnon neighbor, and all that stuff. And then it turns out that his son keeps telling him, like, we gotta carve a pumpkin, Dad. We gotta carve a pumpkin. And it turns out that the pumpkin that they're carving is the kid's head. And so you get a couple rules here. For the little fat kid, it's always check your candy. But for the kid, the dad and the kid, it's don't hurt the innocent. And he pays for it because the way that our young werewolf rogue lass loses her killing virginity is that she kills the principal. He is dressed up like a vampire and he tries to like fuck and rape her, or at least hurt her in some way.
He's weird because he like fucking that scene like before he catches her where he's in the alley with that one girl and she's all like turned on, and then she sees all the blood and then runs out to the crowd and everyone's like, ha, this bitch is just drunk because everyone has blood on them, and then he ends up killing her. I mean, I think he killed her. He had to have, right? And he tries it on.
That's where you also get the little like view of the couple from the beginning, and it all like ties together that this is all happening on the same night.
The way that
And
like
so
the werewolves, like how he like attacks Little Red Riding Hood, and then like it cuts to the scene with like all the sisters, and then you just see a flying body with the Red Riding Hood come through. It's like, what the fuck?
well, and you're like, the way that they framed it is that he was gonna kill her, so that you think it's her, like you think she's dead, and you think that. Go ahead.
I thought it was too, because like I mean they obviously like show that he's a vampire, so I was thinking like, oh, he has that like stupid vampire strength and just like tossed her and was like, I'm about to fuck all y'all up, you know? That's how I saw it like at first.
Yeah, and I don't disagree with that at all. And I think that the shot is made good because you eventually find that there's a bunch of bodies on the ground or whatever, but you don't know that looking at the reactions. I mean, you think that they all think that she's dead, and then the werewolves start happening. It's sexy for about 6 seconds, like some boobs come out, some dresses come out.
I thought
Come
it was
off,
sexy the entire time.
That Marilyn Manson song comes out.
Yeah.
The
Oh yeah,
Dreams.
dreams.
Just I don't know the way
Michelle-
that like they start like
Michelle,
throwing-
hold on. Michelle says, test. I don't think my comments are posting. They are not. The last comment we got from you, Michelle, was the
martini glass.
martini glass, and then the one you just posted. That's the only ones we've gotten.
Yeah. I
So maybe like
I mean, it's obviously
and
working
send
now.
it to Ernie. Yeah, I mean, if you want to post them all over again, but if you want to just send like a screenshot to Ernie or something, we'll try to get them read.
Yeah.
I mean-
but that's the last one we got.
I think the part where they're like peeling their skin off and coming out of their like human skin is fucking gnarly.
It's gross. It's super gross. It's
The-
very
the sound
American
effects.
Werewolf in London.
I found her
Of-
more attractive as a werewolf than the actual human.
Of course you did,
Oh.
Jesus. Of course you did.
Because you fuck dogs.
Well, it's neither here or there.
I think it's. Hold on. No. Because how could it be neither? How could it be neither here nor there? What's happening? Oh, Gibby.
Yeah, give me some guys.
Oh, I'm not on mute. Anyway,
Yeah. Everybody
Um,
listening, Gibby's gonna take a shot with us. We just got back from Austin. Cheers.
dude, yeah, let's take a shot with Gibby, dude. I feel like I haven't seen Gibby in fucking dog's age. Don't get hard,
Oh.
Jesus.
Jesus, dogs?
Shit. What?
You're not allowed around Marty anymore. Like, I know it's his birthday, but you can't see him anymore.
Did that dog like it rough?
Oh my god.
Josh with the dad jokes.
Did he?
And I'm not
Did he
even a
like
dad.
it? Did he like it doggy style?
Oh.
No? Yes? No?
Very good one. Very good. Alright, cheers, Gibby. Welcome home, buddy. Fuck, it's good to see you. Although I can't see you, it's good to hear from you, buddy.
Cheers, Gibby. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy. What a good dad Gibby is.
Anyways, back to the werewolves.
They turn into werewolves and they eat these dudes. And Sam is there. So every other instance in the movie, we've seen Sam show up when one of the rules is being broken and he's applauding what's going on. For me, the only rule being broken here is so there's a paradox here. There's a philosophical paradox with Sam's rules in this scene. And that paradox is if you're punishing the principal for hurting the innocent, then that's one thing. But here's where my problem is. Earlier, when they're buying the costumes, they invite that young gentleman out to party with them. He has hurt no one.
Okay.
As far as
Dude,
we know.
what are you talking about?
What?
Did you see how much those costumes cost?
Oh my
Okay.
god.
He's hurting their wallets, bro. Oh, just kidding.
Well, I mean, he doesn't own the store. And he's literally just trying to do his job as a cashier. And once we found out that it was all 4 costumes, I would argue that they're reasonably priced for how authentic they look. But we have that guy did nothing to anybody as far as that we can see in the movie, and he dies, and he is eaten by werewolves. So I have a problem here. There's rules being broken on both sides, yet Sam seems happy as a clam to be there participating in this scene.
So here's my reasoning with that though. Like it's never like you don't hurt the innocent, right? So I mean the principal hurts the kids, he even kills a kid like while he's burying him.
I have no
that didn't
problem with
die.
his death. I have no problem
But-
with his death.
And he also killed like innocent girls, and he thought the werewolf was one. So I think it's just like a karma paradox, maybe. Maybe you can't really punish the werewolves because they're fellow ghouls.
Do you
So like maybe
do
that
you-
might be the reasoning behind why they don't get hurt. But
do you
I
think
mean,
the principal killed the wife? Because he makes that comment like, "I wish mommy was still alive." Like, do you think he
It
killed her?
implies it, I'm guessing.
It's certainly, but the principal's not my problem. The principal is not my fucking problem. My problem is the fucking clerk at the costume store. Why did he die? If we're following all these rules, then you shouldn't hurt him because he's innocent.
But
That's my whole thing.
I mean,
Because you
like
gotta crack a
werewolves.
few eggs to make an omelet, know what I'm saying?
But like to be fair, werewolves are just following their own tradition where they need to eat people to really, live.
It doesn't answer it. No. Yes.
I
absolutely.
see.
think
I see
that's
what you
why he
mean, though,
can't punish
Josh.
them. I get it
Werewolves.
too.
Werewolves gotta be werewolves.
That's
But it doesn't answer the paradox part of it.
that's my thing though. Is like I mean that they're just kind of doing their thing that they have to do to survive. That's why he can't really punish it. Cause
Yeah, but so are all the humans in the story. That lady was just trying to make her mom not mad at her, and she literally got dismembered.
but the
Like,
principal wasn't. That's why. I mean the prince. He was not.
Again, I have zero problem with the fucking principal dying. I have a problem with the girl dying that the principal kills. He's punished for that. So that cancels the paradox out. There's no paradox there. Someone is following the rule that they set out. The kid didn't follow the candy rule. Boom. The kids that died, they were torturing Rhonda the retard. Get it?
Hey.
The only problem that I have. That's what she's credited in IMDb as Rhonda the retard.
That's fucked up.
Ah.
And they've fixed it, but for a long time I read an article about it. It was on there.
So your only thing is that the
And,
werewolves don't get punished.
Yeah, that's my and it's not like a problem. I'm like, oh, I don't want to watch the movie. It's just every movie has some kind of, well, not every movie, but Indiana Jones even has a fucking giant plot hole. Like, if Indiana Jones is not in in Raiders of the Lost Ark, it doesn't matter. Like, the Nazis still end up with, like, his presence in the movie means nothing at the end of the movie. You can go through the whole movie, and the end of the movie is still the outcome, whether Indiana Jones is involved or not. So this flaw compared to that flaw is not a huge flaw, but it is the only vignette in the movie. It's the only part of the movie where Sam is involved that someone isn't breaking a rule, and that's really where my problem lies. But it's not that big of a problem.
I mean, I think the only reason he's there is because of the principal. I'll be honest.
Yeah. Well, so let's go ahead and that's a wrap for Trick or Treat. It has been a treat bringing this movie to you. Definitely recommend. Do you guys recommend this movie?
Of course, I do. I love that movie.
I fucking love this movie.
I have a
I do.
question.
I do too.
Do you guys follow all the rules?
No.
So you'd be dead.
Yeah, I don't give out. We don't do the trick-or-treating thing, especially obviously this year with COVID, but even like the last 2 years. So our dogs fucking hate like the doorbell and the people knocking on the door and the people yelling at the front door. Like they fucking hate it. So we're not gonna put our dogs through a whole night of bullshit in order to like give out candy. We're just not gonna do it. So we put a bowl out of candy. Like we put a bowl, like, so the way I do it is I tape off the front of the house so they can't even get to the door. But in front of that, I put a bowl of candy so they can. But once that bowl is over, like we're done. We don't fuck with it anymore.
Gotcha. Okay. I don't follow the rules either.
Because
I
you
do.
hurt the innocent.
No. What?
Who checks
Uh,
candy?
Are you talking about these women that we be ghosting, or what are you talking about? Innocent? 'Cause, I'm not the one that fucks dogs.
No, yeah, that's true. No, I was making a joke, but hey, whatever's on your conscience is on your conscience. You know what I'm saying? Eric says he wants us to do one on the Leprechaun. Yes, Eric, we will.
Of course he does.
Hell
We
yeah.
talked about it. It won't be in October, but hopefully soon we will get a Leprechaun episode out for you. Again, dude, thanks for hanging out. Seriously, like,
Fun fact.
it's really
about
good to hear
Eric,
from you.
He got in
Yes.
trouble in middle school for having the leprechaun as his background on his computer.
Damn, he's fucking OG on that Leprechaun shit. He loves that movie.
Everyone know
can
leprechaun say yeah
respect
yeah.
Everybody see the Leprechaun say yeah. fucking yeah. So Eric, really good to see you, dude. Michelle, thank you for as always, dude. Michelle, you have become our most loyal listener, Michelle, and we can't thank you enough for fucking showing up all the time. We love you a lot. And go to El Velvet Elvis. Check their Instagram for when they're going to be open. And they're on Pershing Street off of Piedras. Pretty close to the freeway, so very convenient. That's going to be it for this episode. I'm going to, before we do like everybody's minute to say something and then I do housekeeping, I'm going to give everybody a chance to just talk about this movie. Like, is there something that I didn't talk about? Is there something that you want to bring up?
I'm still in a match if you guys want to talk shit to me.
Oh shit, yeah, let's we'll peter out till the match is over and then we'll figure it out there. But Juan, what do you have to say about the movie that maybe we didn't cover?
What is Sam? That's what I don't think we discussed.
Demon born in the pumpkin patch.
I have
No, that was according to the actor.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, I
you did
have
do your
a
research.
theory. I have a theory just because we see a similar theme with Krampus, and who was obviously the director of Krampus was, I've mentioned it several times in this episode, did this movie as well. So I think it's an evil. I mean, so Halloween is like, yeah, evil spirits or whatever, but again, we get it's Saturnalia, it's Samhain, it's not. Halloween is a pagan holiday that originally was meant to celebrate the dead, and it wasn't about all this evil and scary shit that some people have made it about.
Damn it, Ernie.
I don't know why it didn't
And,
rush out. I don't know what happened there. That was weird.
It was about the end of harvest and what else was it?
Yeah. I mean, and so this holiday, like every other holiday, has good spirits and evil spirits. Krampus has Santa, or Christmas has Krampus, and it has Santa Claus. I think Halloween has Charlie Brown, and then we've got Sam.
Charlie Brown's
the,
an asshole.
Dude, don't talk about Charlie Brown like that.
That's,
Wait,
that's
no,
what the
little boy
kid
says that in the
yeah,
movie.
Little boy says that in the
Oh
movie.
yeah, yeah, he does.
Remember when
'Cause
the principal's
The principal
buried
like,
the
go
body?
watch Charlie Brown.
It's like, Charlie Brown's an asshole.
Yeah.
Well, I have another reason why that little kid deserved to die. Oh yeah, he
He
shouts it
didn't,
from
though.
the window, huh?
The kid,
Yeah.
he didn't
Does that
die,
little
though.
boy die?
No.
No, he doesn't die. He
Nah,
ends up
he
wearing
doesn't
his
die.
dad's shirt and he's just all sad outside.
Wait,
Well,
well,
that,
I mean,
that little kid's
he's
dad
tor-
deserved to die.
he
Yeah.
was trying to cut another little boy's head. Like he's torturing.
He did
the
cut another
innocent.
boy's
He
head.
did. That's another example of not getting punished for hurting the innocent, actually.
Well, I
But
guess he has to now
also-
grow up with without a dad now.
Oh, that's a good punishment. I mean, it's a lot of punishment that kids in America deal with anyway,
Yeah.
without hurting anyone. But you know,
Shout out to Addie.
But he's a kid, so he's
Oh my
innocent.
God,
What?
dude.
This guy.
What? I love her. I'm gonna take care of her. She's gonna be alright.
That's his niece, by the way. Everyone
That
that's
was-
listening.
That was a fantastic joke. Like, I'm not being sarcastic right now. That was an amazing joke. I just didn't see it coming. Like, I never in a million years thought that was going to be said. But it was a fantastic joke, so good for you. Oh, that's
Anyway.
serious. We miss you,
Anyway.
buddy.
Anyway, Ernie, you're really
not the
fucking
same
up right
guy.
now. You're really.
Uh,
I'm just gonna go
Chris-
on and say you're really playing like Ronda right now.
Oh, no.
You-
Jesus, what do you have to say about, like, what is something about the movie that we didn't talk about that you would want to talk about?
I mean, for me, it was the first time me watching this movie. I thought it was really interesting. I really liked how they would change the story up, and that I love that everything would just like tie together. It's definitely one of those movies where you need to really pay attention, because you look at your phone for 5 minutes or something like that, you could definitely miss something important, or you can miss something that's tied together with something else. I know when the next door neighbor was like yelling out to the principal.
Oh, yeah,
I
you
thought that-
missed that part.
I thought that was like a woman or something. Like I didn't know that was that guy. I was like, whatever happened to that woman? And everyone's all like, that's this guy. I was like, oh shit, that was a guy. All right, my bad.
Yeah, where he's asking the principal to save him.
Yeah. So I thought it was really interesting like that. It was a really good It was it was different. I thought it was written really well. It'll definitely be a movie that I'll watch every Halloween from now on, or every October.
Well, and this was an Ernie suggestion.
Yeah.
He told us that we should watch this movie. I'm gonna give one more teaser out.
I died.
We
by
are
the
going
way.
to have. You died?
Yeah,
Oh no. Well, it's good timing for the end of the episode, and we don't get to take a shot, but maybe we'll take one anyway. So we are going to be doing. I've teased Halloween. We are going to be doing Halloween 1 and Halloween 2. For just spooky season, just synergy for the spooky season. We're very excited about it. The other thing that I want to tease right now, which is it's my baby, and that's why I'm going to tease it, is we're doing a haunted house episode. So our idea for the haunted house episode, the one that I've talked to these guys about, is that we're going to do Haunted House LLC, and then we're gonna, and then we're Hell House LLC, and then we're gonna do the houses that October built. I'm unbelievably excited about these movies. If you didn't know, I'm a found footage nerd. I love found footage horror, and I'm actually really disappointed that we haven't done a lot of found footage up to now, or any actually. Maybe we did a little Blair Witch, but I'm not sure. I cannot wait to do these movies, and I'm very excited. But here's the idea that I have not presented to our group, and I'm gonna drop this motherfucking bomb live on the air.
I hate it.
Thanks, dude. What I would really like to do, because we're planning on doing the drive-through KLAQ haunted house, and what I would really love to do, and I stole this idea from Till and Steve Dave, but they stole that idea from other people, is I would like to record ourselves, not in a way that's gonna ruin it. Like I'm gonna buy a field recorder, which I was gonna do anyway. We just put that field recorder on in the car while we go through this haunted house, and we just record what's happening. Conversations, reactions from the girls, reactions from us, of course, but like the girls are not ever on the show, so like people wouldn't know what to expect from them. And then we talk about it, like we play it back, like the best parts. I'll edit it, and then we can talk about it here on the show, like, oh, this is the part where fucking Jesus shit his pants, or this is the part where Josh fucking passed out. Like I want, and then we play like the funniest, best parts from the night at the haunted house drive-through. And so I hope that playing politics in this, that I have convinced these boys to do that. But if I haven't, that's the idea. Hopefully it'll get done. If it doesn't get done, we'll at least be doing Hell House LLC and houses that October built. And I could not be more excited for these two movies. So I'm not teasing when that's gonna happen, but it's going to happen for sure. That haunted house episode.
Me gusta.
La gasolina.
Well, guess what, guys? Tune in tomorrow night, because it's tomorrow.
No, it's not. Don't listen to this asshole.
It's tomorrow.
It's not, because we definitely have not had the chance to go to the haunted house yet. But yeah, we're gonna get another episode to you out to you soon. Even if we have to, again, we've got a lot of stuff going on coming out of COVID, so maybe possibly Monday, maybe Sunday. We've got a really busy weekend, all of us.
Or
So
maybe
we're-
tomorrow.
Or maybe tomorrow. Not the haunted house episode, but maybe an episode tomorrow.
Most likely not, though.
But we are doing 8 episodes. Oh, now you're backing down, you son of a bitch. It's all a joke. It's all a joke until it gets real, you fucking... Okay. So we are... But like I said, we have 8 episodes planned for October. We will get you those 8 episodes. Whether we have to do 3 in 1 week or whatever the fuck's gonna happen, we will get you those 8 episodes. That I can fucking promise you. And housekeeping stuff, thank you for watching. Eric, Michelle, thank you, dudes. We love you. Thank you for all the people watching. Please subscribe. Please like. Please tell your friends. And please follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Death by Daylight. We very much appreciate it, and we love you guys a lot. We will be announcing when our next episode will be and what it will be on those platforms. So it helps you out a lot if you go follow that stuff, and you can interact with us and see Jesus's mug shot for his dog fucking. And yeah, that's it. So we're gonna go ahead and do everybody's last their minute to talk about whatever they want, and then we will wrap up the show with a shot and then a sign off. So go ahead, boys.
Who's first?
Going
Thank
on
you all
first.
for
Ernie will go first.
He
Alright.
started. He's like, alright, I'll go fuck myself.
Oh shit! Did someone start? My bad.
Juan.
I was, but who cares?
No,
It's all
one.
good.
Go, one. Go, please.
I'll just go fuck myself. It's cool. No, I'm just
No.
kidding. No. Well, thank you, anybody.
All right,
for
Ernie.
listening.
Yeah, go first, Ernie. Just kidding.
We'll make sure that Jesus is nice and not fresh out of jail for the next one.
Yes.
So keep hanging in there with us.
Yes, please. Ernie, go ahead.
Ernie?
So like, thanks for listening, guys. If you haven't seen fucking Trick or Treat, go watch it. 'Cause
thank you guys for coming out and. Who the fuck are you, Ernie?
damn.
Okay, Mister, I drink fucking pink Moscato and I grow balls. all of a
Oh
sudden.
no! I knew that was gonna come up. I knew it was gonna come up.
Pink Moscato's pretty delicious though.
Anyways, go watch
Okay, here
fucking
we
Trick
go.
or Treat. Don't drink pink Moscato. Drink a fucking shot of whiskey. Peace.
And Jesus, go ahead, buddy.
Well, don't fuck a dog, even if you think it's your dog, like DAWG.
no.
Like someone said, like, yo, that's your dog, and I'm like, oh, if that's my dog, then we boys, ride or die. Roof, roof. Other than that, thank y'all for coming out tonight. Really appreciate it. No, I haven't fucked a dog yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yes.
Eric just
I'm
messaged
not
me
gonna-
right now. He's like, Jesus went to jail? And I was like, no.
No, I didn't go to jail. I never fucked a dog. But I'm not gonna put anything past it, because you gotta live life a little bit, baby. It's just-
Good night, everybody.
Thanks. Oh, we're taking a shot. Fucking
Oh,
take a shot.
Cheers.
On the good night.
Take a shot to my dogs.
Yeah, let's take a shot to our DAWG dogs.
Cheers.
And I'm actually gonna take a shot to my actual dog, and then to Ernie's actual dog, whose
Yeah.
birthday it is today.
Yeah, Marty's
This
B-Day.
one goes to Marty.
Don't touch
Yeah,
Marty,
here's
please.
yeah. Fucking cheers, Marty. Happy birthday, bud.
Cheers.
Hope you have a good day.
Cheers.
Sawmill.
Yeah.
That'll be it for us, everybody. Have a good
Uh,
night, and we'll see you soon.
As always, fuck the free world.
3-1-3.